What's up everybody, it's Rose and welcome back to Cheap Lazy Vegan. Today we have another cook with me video. If you guys haven't seen a cook with me video from me before, it's basically where I just try something that I've never tried before in the kitchen and I pray to the gods above that it will work out, but sometimes it does not. The results may surprise you. Either way, it's a great experience for both of us. I do have a playlist where I have all of my cook with me videos, so if you guys want to check that out, link is down below. Today I'm making something that sounds super cool, and if it works out, it's going to be a game changer. My friends, this is called Burmese Chickpea Tofu. Now, Burmese is a word to describe the Burma culture. Let me just try that again. This chickpea tofu is something that is eaten in a country called Burma or Myanmar.
It is now called Myanmar officially, but I'm not 100% positive.
Myanmar is a country in Southeast Asia, my friends. I've never been to Myanmar, but my brother has, and he said that chickpea tofu is something that is a part of their cuisine. And I found that fascinating because if this actually works and if I do it properly, then it could be something that you can make all the time and throw into whatever dishes that you're eating and replace tofu with it, especially if you are someone that is trying to avoid tofu or soy for whatever reason. I will never understand, but if you are one of those people, then this could be a very, very, very viable alternative. But I've never tried it, I've never even tasted it, and I've never tried making it, so let's see what happens. The original recipe I will link down below so you guys can check it out yourselves, but basically it is literally the most simple thing ever. So we are talking minimal to the max. The first and most important ingredient is going to be chickpea flour. So chickpea flour is basically ground up chickpeas or garbanzo beans. You can find this in natural food stores or any place with like bulk section maybe, or maybe even online. It is usually very affordable and useful. Second ingredient you will need is salt. Hopefully you have this in your kitchen. Third optional ingredient is going to be turmeric, my friends. So this says it's optional on the recipe, so obviously if you don't like turmeric, you can leave this out. And then the last thing you need, where is it? I was trying to be smooth, but the last thing you'll need is 3 cups of water. So right now I've got half of the water here because according to the recipe, we need to basically divide the water into half. So half the water is here and half of it is in a pot. We want to place the chickpea flour, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 1/4 teaspoon of the ground turmeric. Again, turmeric is optional. And then mix. And then it says add 1.5 cups of water and whisk until smooth. And it says to lightly oil a baking dish. This is all I have. It seems pretty simple so far. Now we're gonna go to the stove. Woo! Hello. This right here is the rest of the water. This is 1.5 cups of water, and we're gonna bring this to a boil. It says reduce the heat to medium high and then add in the mixture. Ooh. So we're gonna whisk over this heat until the mixture becomes very thick and glossy, apparently. Not really sure what the glossy part is about. Apparently this will take about 8 minutes. So I can feel it getting pretty thick already. I don't know how thick it's supposed to be. 8 minutes, still a long time to go. So the recipe did say that I should whisk for about 8 minutes on the heat, but I think it's pretty much thickened up. So let's just have a look. I just dropped the whisk, it's great. So it kind of looks like this at the moment. It's very, very thick. So I'm going to go ahead and pour this into the baking tray. So it says to pour immediately into the baking dish. Oh my gosh. This baking dish is definitely too big for this. Alright guys, so here it is. It is in the baking tray. It's not the prettiest sight, but it's not about what it looks like, guys. So I'm gonna leave this in here for at least 1 hour. They say the longer you let it cool, the firmer it will become because the water will drain out. So I'm probably gonna leave it to cool for, yeah, like an hour, hour and a half, something like that, and then we can cut it up and see what it's like. Yay!
1 hour later.
Hey guys, so it has now been well over an hour. This has been sitting in room temperature for over an hour. It has definitely cooled down. Ooh. Ooh. So it's kind of... This is very strange. Yeah. It's like oily. I feel like I put too much oil. Is this firm yet? Maybe I should wait longer. Oh my God, I don't know. Okay, let's cut it up. So they say you should just cut it up into like, I don't know, squares to make it kind of like tofu. Now, I imagine the point isn't to just eat this like straight up. The point is to like add this into whatever dishes, kind of like tofu. Like you wouldn't usually just eat straight up tofu. Okay, so far it's kind of slimy. Maybe I'm gonna leave it a little bit longer in room temperature, but I just kind of want to show you guys because ain't nobody got time. I gotta finish filming. Okay. Like for how simple it is, if I can just like pan fry this and put it into dishes, that's a win-win situation. It's high in protein, you know what I'm saying? I mean, this is like a lot too. Like this one thing could be many servings. After this video, I'm gonna search up how Burmese people eat this tofu. But yeah, I've just cut this up. Chickpea tofu. I don't think it's meant to like taste like tofu, guys. I mean, not that tofu tastes like anything really, but it's what it looks like. It's kind of like jello-like. It feels kind of like, not jello, like springy. It kind of does feel like tofu, actually. Yeah, it does feel like tofu. It's kind of like moist and springy. I wonder what it's like if I actually pan fry this. Maybe I'll try doing that. But yeah, so far it feels pretty interesting. I think I put too much grease. Like I feel like it's very greasy. You know what? I'm just gonna try it. First thing I noticed, turmeric. I could definitely taste the turmeric. So if you don't like turmeric, I wouldn't add it. But I don't mind turmeric, so it's all good. And plus it's healthy for you. So the second thing is I did notice the taste of the chickpea flour. The consistency is definitely not like tofu, but I can imagine this working in tofu type dishes. This could be great. You know what? I'm gonna try pan frying this. And let's see what it does. Alright, you guys, this is what the tofu looks like. The chickpea tofu once it has been pan fried. So it does pan fry quite nicely. It smells pretty good. I feel like one of the great things about this is that I'm sure you could just customize the flavors, add in different spices. I was thinking garlic powder would be a great thing to add in here just for some flavors. Let me just try one once it's pan fried. So the consistency still is kind of more mushy than tofu. Tofu has that spongy consistency, whereas this is more of like a mushy consistency. But again, I don't think it's trying to mimic tofu. I think it's just, they just call it chickpea tofu. That's my guess. And I did a quick search on Google and it looks like you just use it like any dish that you want to substitute some like pan fried tofu. This would be a great way to just add that in there. It's a great way to add in some additional protein if you are looking to eat less soy. I know there's a lot of people that don't like to eat soy. So if you're looking to eat less soy and you're still trying to get some good proteins into your meals and you want to prep some things to just throw into your dishes, you're sick of beans maybe, this could be a great way to add in some additional protein and some additional interesting flavors into your dishes. So I am very happy with how this turned out. I'm definitely going to save some of this and eat some of it later. I'm probably gonna freeze all of this. And what's really great about this is, like I said, it's so cheap. It's literally the most minimal ingredients that you could get. Yeah, and I'm sure you could customize it in different ways. So yeah, there it is, you guys. So that was my attempt at making chickpea tofu. I hope I made it properly. I looked at other pictures and it looks pretty much the same like this. So I hope I made it properly. I hope you guys try it out. It's super easy and simple. You can add it into whatever dishes and I'm sure it'll still absorb other flavors, like kind of like tofu does. I'm sure you can make like a nice dipping sauce for this. You could make like a veggie stir fry and throw these in there as an additional protein source. So I mean, the options are endless, my friends. If you guys like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, and if you're new to this channel, of course, don't forget to subscribe. And if you guys are interested in high protein vegan recipes, I will leave a link to a playlist down below that will show you guys some delicious and easy high protein meal ideas. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching another Cook With Me episode, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!